All right. What's happening? Whoops, I forgot to mute your stream. What's up? We're back. Radiant
Finally, took a while.
Historia. Yeah. It's been what, 3 weeks? It seems like so much longer.
Yeah, that's what life does to you, I guess.
Yeah, especially life in the summer, man. Like,
Yeah, it's tough.
yeah, it's too much. What the every weekend there's something. There's something going on every weekend.
Always something going on, for sure.
All right. Where did we last leave our intrepid heroes? We were.
Right here, I guess.
Yeah. Are we still right where we've just we spoke to the princess, right?
We did. Oh, hold on, my controller's being weird again.
Uh-oh. Did you order one?
I never did.
No. Oh, okay.
Alright, so this is where we are. Having Insanity Resistance stalking his party, put their mission on hold. They then leave Grenorg and head to Cornet Village. So that's what we're doing. We're heading to Cornet Village.
Okay. Yeah, we had to switch timelines, and I don't remember why.
Because Rosh is depressed and doesn't want to go into battle anymore.
Oh, right. He's all super emo now just because everybody died or whatever.
Yeah. I gotta remember all the controls for me.
That's right, we gotta fix his arm. That's what we're doing. We gotta find the parts to fix his arm.
Hopefully it's not being as choppy this time. Hopefully the sound is good and everything too.
It goes through phases, like, cause initially when we started up, it was fine. It's probably my fault for having your stream up.
Just close it.
I'm gonna close it. See if that does anything for us here.
So we have to go to the plains, I guess, first. Alright, go to the plains.
The Grand Plain. Oh, goblins! Yay! We're starting off with goblins.
You know what? We'll go do a battle with them just for old time's sake.
Just to get it out of the way.
Alright, it's been a while. I gotta remember how to do everything again.
I'm trying to think what was I playing? I must have been, oh my god, I don't even remember. I play so many stinking games now on stream, I don't remember what the heck. It must have been Edge of Eternity. And there was some creature or something that I was fighting and had like an even more obnoxious sound effect than these goblins.
I must not have noticed it when you were playing.
See, it's got to be on one of the recent videos. Hopefully it's not.
Yeah, I'm still far behind, so I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Alright, I gotta make sure all my people have their stuff. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Remembering all the buttons again. So
But yeah, I can't wait. Whatever it was, I hope it was Edge of Eternity, because if you're watching that series, you'll hear it for sure, because I even talk about it.
Watching that game, what you said, like, it still resonates about how they I feel like put all of their money into making everything but the figures look good in it.
Yeah, I do wonder what happened with that actually, because there's so much attention to detail otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
And I gotta imagine it was like just limitations of a small studio, like they really, like I said, or like you just said, they put everything into like those details in that scenery, and then even like the two main characters, excuse me, so far. Well, no, I guess because I guess the sprite for Myrna is also kind of a step above, but any of the randos, like their face is just like.
I want you to teach me.
Like, I don't know, like incomplete is the word I would use.
Yeah. Yes. So this is from a side quest from like way at the beginning of the game.
Oh. Here, just walk onto my land and take my stuff. It's all.
No, we asked how to grow these things. What we were asking.
I thought they came out of the treasure chest. Oh, they did, didn't they?
No, we took a healing potion out of that treasure chest.
Oh.
That's... these vegetables.
No, now I stole vegetables.
Right, but at least he's not there watching you do it.
Hey, these vegetables. I'm gonna eat them. What were they?
Savory veggies.
Ooh, they're. I wonder if they are. They're a key item.
Oh. Is that
They're rich in nutrients and unbelievably fresh.
I don't think it's what that guy wanted. No, he wanted.
He wanted
Well,
a boar.
There's a guy that wants boar meat. Yeah.
He did want vegetables with it though, I think.
Oh, maybe.
It seems safe here. You were right about that.
Thanks, Marco. Man, Marco's voice totally fits
Don't
him
mind
still.
us. A little paranoia is healthy in our line of work.
Marco totally sounds like he looks like he should sound that way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Left and then down a ways,
Well, I feel like in general they did a really good job with that, with like
Yeah,
all
like
the
I said-
characters.
I said that before, like replaying this game with the voice acting because it wasn't in the original. Like it's changing the characters a little bit because like Stock was always kind of like a jerk, but like I feel like
Right.
he's less of a jerk a little bit.
How may I help you?
Well, he's got depth. I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
You know,
he's still a jerk, but he's like, yeah, he has depth. I like that.
he's got a yeah. I mean, because you can tell like he comes off that way. Because they've
Thanks
even
for
the
17
characters.
months, by the way.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. Even like towards the beginning of the game, I feel like the characters kind of ragged him for it too. Like, oh, he's all business, you know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like I don't know. It's like he's a trained, hardened soldier, you know. And at the beginning of the game, he was a secret operative. You don't get that way by being jovial, you know.
Yeah. Wow,
But-
a gun. I wonder who's gonna get this.
Ooh.
So I kind of want to buy this gauntlet for Gafka, but I
Mm.
don't know when the next time I'm going to use him is. Same with this knife for Ott. Let's look at armor, I guess.
Yeah, like by the time you have him again, there'll be something better.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. I might have to get that for her. Plus 8 defense and magic defense. That's a lot.
Yeah, I feel like she needs it.
It's not as much for him, but
So Chain Birney.
all right, let's buy that for those two.
It's not even all that bad for. It's not that bad for stock either. But it's
Yeah.
I mean,
These
Dude.
things are much worse than those lizard charms I got through the DS version or the 3DS version. What do you have? A tourniquet, 500 HP. That's a lot.
wow.
An 80 MP.
I wish that worked like that in real life. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're mostly dead. Let me just put this tourniquet on.
All right, so to the left, as they said, where we're supposed to go. So naturally, let's go somewhere else. It's a JRPG, anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a JRPG way.
Man, like playing this game now, like even then, like I still feel like I would be so cool to see this game on on the Octopath Traveler engine.
Oh, it'd be beautiful. I feel like this isn't far off though from that level of graphics.
Yeah. Ricky, huh? That's the boy who's helping us, by the way.
Ricky. Ricky is always a trustworthy name.
Same with Derek, I guess.
Derek?
By the way,
Here.
oh. Huh? Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
What? Is there something on my face?
It's gonna be a challenge
it's
for me
fun.
one day. I'm gonna just I'm gonna go to work and like
No. Oh.
yeah,
Ah.
only speak in like O's.
Yeah.
Like-
That's Erica. That's how they're pronouncing it in game, right?
yeah, and definitely not Iruka.
I think This place
That was
might...
her name. I couldn't remember her name before.
Yeah, Erica.
Hmm.
Alright.
It's more than enough.
Oh, look at stock. So in this timeline, we are Heiss's guys.
There's something I need to ask you, though. I want to look into the
We're the
history of
special
this
ops in
continent.
this.
Do you have anything I could see?
Right.
We're the special ops in this one, in this timeline. Ooh, a few years ago, bona fide Historia moved in.
Ah.
Oh, it is.
Alright, I bet we're gonna stay in that shack that I went into that... Oh, yep, that's where
Hey,
we are.
Stock.
Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Oops.
Put it this way. It's worth checking out.
I'm trying to put it on
trust
auto.
me.
Detailed and elaborate to be a lie.
They're talking about the
Sure, but
the ritual they learned about last time.
Sorry I kept waiting. I asked all around the village.
Do you remember the ritual?
I do not.
Where Erica said that a royal family member of blood
What did
has
you
to be
find?
sacrificed to hold
I
back
talked to the mayor and several others
the
around town.
desertification. It would help hold it back.
Oh, right.
And the
Yeah.
desertification.
Oh.
And they're
Okay,
trying
well,
to stop it.
Yeah, so that's why we were looking at probably history books to see if that's like a legit thing or not.
So she's
That's actually why we didn't straight up murder her, right?
digging into the Empire's history. as
Maybe.
well.
Yeah. That's why
Also
we
because
didn't
we're
do
not
it,
murderers.
Yeah, we don't murder princesses that help us.
Something wrong, Rainey?
it's nothing.
Alright, Rainy.
By the way, Stock, have you ever been here before?
Not to my knowledge. Why?
Some of the villagers said they recognized you.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Someone else.
He was mistaking me for another person with a red coat.
Well then, I'm
And striking blonde locks.
Yeah. Well, anyway, see you later.
I'm counting on you.
I'll just spend the night here alone with Rainy.
Is scheming my assassination?
Oh, Protea.
The Resistance's actions of late have been beyond the pale. Even if it is only Princess Erica play-acting, this cannot be
I do
taken
like how they
lightly.
show like the enemy side of things too.
There must be...
Yeah. Because, and again, that's something this game
Really so
really truly excels at. Like,
The storytelling.
well, yeah, just in the sense that they do give you that side of things, but it still leaves you guessing. Like, it's not just an answer to what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
set it all ablaze.
Pardon?
Like, if anything, it casts more doubt.
And let their cinders be mixed in with the
Oh,
rest
okay.
of the
So she's telling them to burn their own city.
Well, I guess that's pretty definitive.
I care not. Anyone who harbors Erica or the Resistance deserves to share their fate.
Hey, Protea.
It's time the citizens remember
So I think
who holds
Protea,
the
they said, is
authority and
not
power
blood.
in this country. Quick!
Right,
what
she's
kind of-
an evil
which is-
stepmother.
Which is kind of the issue because if she even has kids, they are not royal blood, so they can't keep doing the ritual with her. I think that was the issue.
As you-
Yes.
Because Erica's the last of the bloodline, technically.
Right, so if she dies, there's no one to perform the ritual.
Correct.
These orders come directly from Her Majesty.
Burn the city down.
Take heed and listen well.
And don't ask questions.
The city.
Nope, yep, it's just
Burn
going
everything to the ground. Resistance and civilian alike.
Alright, well,
Those are your orders.
he's just, I'm surprised because he seems like he wouldn't just be like, just do it.
Right, yeah, I didn't
yeah,
really
exactly.
take him
No
for
soldier would obey such an order.
Calm yourself. You would never actually burn the civilians. I have an idea.
Alright, Selvin. Is this how you
Oh.
pronounce that? Selvin? Is that what you would, I can't remember.
That's what I would call it, yeah.
First, spread a rumor immediately before setting the fire. Tell the people the resistance started the blaze to lash out at the queen.
Look at him. The
Then begin
heist, the
fire
heist
in the
of
least damaging area of the
Ragnar.
city to stir up confusion. The resistance will be left with no choice but to make a move. Oh.
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 He does kind of sound like
Will
something
thus
Heist would do.
obey the letter
for
of
the,
Her Majesty's
you know-
orders, while still taking steps to dispose of the resistance.
Well done.
Well done, Captain Loophole.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like something Heiss would do. Don't you agree?
Well, yeah, he'd be smart enough to think of it at least.
Yeah, but I don't think he would set his own
Yes.
city on.
She's
There you
become
go.
unhinged. It was all well and good when she was King Victor's commoner pet.
You needn't convince me. She's without the merest shred of royal pores.
It was cruel fate that made this vulgar, brainless one.
I think it's awesome that like
We may
no
have
one in
been
her
ones
own
to raise
side
her
even
to
likes
power.
her.
Yeah.
No longer an amusement.
I feel like this guy's doing it though. His motivations are different than what Heiss's would be. Heiss would be out to serve himself in some way, but this guy's kind of like, we can't actually do this. It's insane, you know?
Yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like. Sorry, I'm just doing something real quick.
Once she's served our purpose, her exile will be swift and permanent.
Dun dun dun.
If you'll excuse me, I must go set my own city on fire.
I am sorry.
Never you mind. Just attend to your own role.
Stay in your lane, punk.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that it makes sense, but it's crazy that they would like
What are we
do
gonna
that.
do?
Nothing we've learned here indicates that Erica is lying.
That's also true. So
I looked into the history.
Hmm?
Everything seems to fit.
I said there's no signs that she's lying about her city, about the desertification thing.
No, because
Going on? You just
I
abandoned.
mean, really, the only motivation for spinning a story like that would be like, oh, please don't kill me. Here's why, you
Yeah.
know. But
But she wasn't
Can't
in
carry
like
out the
she
objective
was in
Heiss gave us
a room with
now,
all
at any
resistance
rate.
people.
right, it wasn't necessarily the
Ability of working with
a
Erica.
major concern of hers.
Great when you say it like that. But what you're really saying is that you're going to betray Alistel.
Oh, all of a sudden she's on board for orders.
Yeah, she is.
Honestly, I don't believe that the princess is lying either.
Do you think the world's going to end if we don't play along?
Oh my.
Yes,
Wow.
which I did points to it. If the world is going to be destroyed, winning the war is meaningless. No one would survive either way. Not our friends in Alistel or their families.
But still, how can you betray Alistel like that?
I haven't quite made up my mind to cooperate with
Stock
her.
should be just like, oh, wait do you see the other timeline?
Yeah. Oh, believe me, this is nothing yet.
I guess that's true. Like this Marco and Rainey don't really, they're not privy to all the details that
Yeah,
Stock
they
is.
didn't see Alistel abandon them and they had to escape to the other village and stuff, so they don't know that.
Right. So like my initial knee-jerk reaction was, this is really out of character for Rainey, but it's a different Rainey than we've been following for the past.
Well, that's what he just said there. He's like, I won't
I
force
don't
you
know
to
yet
go
what's
along.
wrong and what's right either.
So like, if you think it's wrong, then
That's
don't
why
stay.
I want to take a closer look at the facts and decide from there.
I think Marco would be the voice of reason.
Carry out
Yeah.
Heiss's orders.
Yeah, it's weird that she's so just like, just do it.
We're agents, not researchers. What's to think about?
Hmm.
Alistel, Heiss, they took us in when we had nowhere to go. I can't betray them. I just can't.
Yeah.
Rainey.
And see, this goes into as well, like a little more into the
There you go.
The
That
depth of-
question right there.
right.
Repaying Heiss for his kindness? Protecting Alistel?
I mean, those are great questions, honestly. Like, why are you even doing this? Like, why are you a character in this game? It's pretty much what he's asking.
Right.
It used to be that those two goals overlapped.
Is she gonna tell the story about when she was trapped in a cave again?
I'd have to choose one at the expense of the other. What's most important to you?
I've never thought about it.
And that's a great question because, like, I feel like
Then
a lot
start
of, like,
thinking.
not even video games, just in real life, it's just like, why are you doing this? And it's like, you might have started off doing something
I
for
haven't
one
yet
reason,
decided whether or not to cooperate
but then
with
life has
Erica.
happened and something has changed, and all of a sudden you're like, well,
But at the very
now I'm
least,
doing it because of this.
she gave us time.
Right. Well, I think it's taken for granted that like
the way things
you know,
are.
in most games, motivation isn't really a factor because the hero is just the hero and he's going to
Yeah.
conform to the plot of the story because otherwise, like
Granor,
if the main character, like when things get real, all of a sudden just goes, whoa, I'm out. Then
win and which side will lose. That's how we've been thinking about things up to now.
that's another just beautiful thing about this game is that they tackle that issue with someone who's not the main character, who's, you know, a supporting role, and
Yeah, or like Marco just said with that question, like, should we even be at war? Like,
Nobody ever seriously considers the desertification, our whole reason for being at war. Isn't that a terrible mistake?
Marco, the voice of reason.
jeepers criminy.
Marco and I will be thinking hard about this before deciding. Rainy, you should do the same.
Oh, and that's like dude, this game just continues to impress the crap out of me, man. Like, Stock is just like, he's such
Because like a stereotypical hero, just like, you should
I'll
just
think
follow
about it.
what I think is right. But he's like, dude, like, figure it out yourself.
yeah, you gotta figure this out yourself. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna sit down and think about these questions too, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that's like a true leader, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just like generic hero swing sword.
Well, I think the voice acting adds a lot to it though, because you
We've
can
been
read
partners
that,
for a long time.
but like hearing the voice actor like not like be a jerk about it, be like sounding, because he's been kind of like a jerk most of the game.
Yeah.
Like like cocky, kind of like he's his own guy. But hearing him be, like sound genuine, being like, yeah, like think about it. Like I'm not forcing him to
But
do
don't
anything.
hold back on that account, Raimi.
And I feel like if she were to come back and say, I can't be a part of this, like, Stock would be like, I understand. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that we have to go our separate ways here. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's like, and even this line from Marco, like, I don't want to hold you back. Like, I know we've been together a long time, but like, I don't want you to just be like yes or no because I said it.
Let
Like,
us know
actually,
anytime
like,
you need to talk.
actually
Right.
think about it.
Marco's getting serious points in my book. I've ragged him hard this whole game, but I mean,
Me too.
even he continues to impress me.
I mean, like I said, replaying this game, it's making me like appreciate it even more than the first time I played through it. And I don't know if it's the 3DS
wrong?
version made it like added more to it, or if it's
Hmm.
just the voice acting or everything. That it's like I'm liking it more and more again this time I'm playing it.
Right. Well, and each time we play, like I end up with a much deeper appreciation for
These
everything this game's been able to achieve.
on a handheld game.
Mm-hmm. That's even like I forget that often.
Stay with me! Marco, this will be dangerous, so you don't have to...
What on earth are you talking about, Stock?
All right, so we're going to
coming.
Granorg to see what's happening
We
there.
came to assassinate Erica, but we're about to rescue her. In doing so, we openly betray Heiss and Alistel. We'll most likely end up as exiles.
So either way, either timeline, he's gonna end up in
Yeah.
exile.
So look, I mean, my
Now's
piece of it.
not the time to be at war. We need to protect Princess Erica and have her perform the ritual.
All right, Marco.
Agreed.
And that
But-
does speak to Stock's character as well. He's
He's openly just being like, well,
Sorry.
like, and yeah, Stock knows what's going on in the other timeline. He knows what Heiss is about. But I feel like even if he didn't, it would still be. This would still be his course of action because he's still of the mindset of like, we got a bigger picture here and we have to do what's right,
yeah.
you know, no matter what it means for us.
Even this little thing, like, we need to bring Rain. But like, no,
But she's in no state to fight.
she just let her go. Like, she's depressed right now. Let her go. Like,
If she's not fully
I
resolved
feel like this
on the
game is like a
battlefield,
weirdly
she'll
tackling
be
like
killed.
mental illnesses without even trying it. Like, she's conflicted, and they're just like, yeah, let her go. Same with Roth with his broken gauntlets. Like,
Stock,
dude's depressed. Like,
don't
he
be
can't
angry
fight
with
at all.
Rainey.
Like, just let him
Mhm.
go. Like,
We really owe Heiss and Alistel a lot for taking us in.
Yeah,
So,
like
all this, Marco.
and he's 100% right. Like if we pressure her to come, and she's not focused, she'll die. We'll die. You know.
That's why I'm going with you, Stock. Even if
well,
it
and
does
as
mean
Marco's saying
betraying
here,
them.
like, it doesn't matter if I betray them if there's no world to
Even if I
save.
doubt Heiss will.
Yeah.
You know.
Come on, let's go.
By the way,
This is
I
the
don't know
best way.
if I heard it or if I think I heard it, I felt like I heard. Remember how when like those people would get desertified, like when they would like turn into sand, there was always like the thump 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 thump, like the
Yeah.
like, did you hear it after they said to set the town on blaze? When it went from the cutscene there to the cutscene in this town, or am I making that up?
I don't. You
heard
know,
it.
that's a good question. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and rewatch it just to see if I can.
I thought I heard a thump 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 thump.
I'm coming with you.
All right, Rainy. Good thing you had 4 seconds to think about it while we talked out here.
I thought some more about what you said. And I want to protect Alistel. I want to protect my home. If that means abandoning the mission, so be it. Orders don't matter to me now. All I care about is making sure Alistel lives on.
Yeah.
I feel really bad about double-crossing Heiss and all, but with you any...
All right.
You realize you'll be branded a traitor by the country you're trying to protect. Your home won't be your home anymore.
Doesn't matter. I've already made up my mind.
All right.
Let's go then.
Yeah.
See,
We
it
ought to
stinks
get going.
because the other characters like and Gafka, like, I feel like they're
But
like,
listen, both this isn't a mission
they
anymore,
have like cool
which means
special
you two
abilities
aren't
and they
my
can do all this cool
subordinates.
stuff. But like these two have been with us the whole time, and
Starting
like
now,
you've watched them
We're
change,
all
and it's like,
partners,
well,
fighting for
just
a
be a little
common
stronger,
cause.
please. Like,
Gotcha.
I would love to at some point see too. Like, I mean, he's gonna build his whole party, obviously, but like, I wouldn't mind seeing them brought into
oops, wrong button.
just more of Stock's world and him kind of letting them know what's been going on with like the time jumping and things like that. Like, 'cause of any of the characters, those two I think would.
The
they
weird
would-
thing about that is if he tells them now, everything before this they wouldn't know about it.
Right.
All right, so the town is on fire.
What on earth?
Okay, like the whole town is on fire. Oh, yep, it sure is.
Wow.
That's a cool little like portrait they got going on here.
I do like that.
Queen Protea is setting fire to her own country. He's lost.
That's a heck of a leap, Rainy. We don't know that.
No, they do because the guy that came there from the town said something about it.
Oh.
Crap on the ground.
Don't let your guard down.
I attacked the trap and not them, so my back was turned.
Whoops.
A good thing I bought new armor.
Oh.
Oh, he's paralyzed though.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that archers definitely did a lot more. Alright, so you can't use skills because you're paralyzed, I guess. Let's... Oh, you're paralyzed too. Oh.
Yeah, you got 2
Well.
out of 3.
Can you push at least? Okay, so let's put you first to push in one pile at least. Oh, stock
Oh.
can't even move. Awesome. She's like super paralyzed, I guess. You know what? Maybe I'll just put on audio and let's let the computer test and see what's gonna happen.
So is it like Pokemon paralysis where it's a chance they can't do their
It
action?
sure seems that way.
Yeah.
It seems like paralyzed always makes it so you can't use your move, like your special moves, but sometimes you just don't attack at all.
Huh.
Oh, he's got like 1 HP left.
Oh my god. A sliver of life.
And they're not even attacking him. Way to go, games. Well, now he's got more HP. I mean, I could make it faster maybe, but I can't move him around, so it's kind of just like whatever at this point.
I'm just gonna let it play out.
Yeah, I'll let it go slow and steady.
Oh, they're all paralyzed now.
There you go. This will. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Just let the weakest character attack first. That's fine. sure. Let's at least heal her for 50. Okay, or win.
Nice.
Stop!
Right there. And let's just... I guess I should save while I'm here, just in case I die again.
Yeah, always a good idea.
Okay, so I'm on chapter 3 on both the timelines at least. What the heck? How did I miss that?
Twice, yeah.
I look like I swung right through them. But,
That's what it looked like to me.
alright, I can at least push them and stuff now. So push you to the right, and then magic you. Sure,
Let's go.
first. Oh. So what's going on, man? Anything new? How is Edge of Eternity? It looks pretty fun so far from what I've seen.
I really enjoy it. I think you know, I've talked, we talked earlier about it, and I've said it, multiple times when I've streamed it and just when I've recorded for YouTube. That like for its little problems, like there's obviously little issues here and there, but things I would change since I'm such a great programmer. But
Yeah.
I can't get past the fact that they're such a small independent studio, and what they've been able to accomplish with this release has been just amazing.
So, this is kind of what it reminds me of. Did you play Xenogears Chronicle or Xenoblade Chronicles or whatever?
Xenoblade Chronicles, no, but
That's the one for the Wii, right?
yes, I think so.
So my thing, I never finished it. Sorry. This blade has seemed better as it snapped by the time I sliced my third
Don't
foe.
hold yourself. About Erica.
Are they fighting each other? Oh no, he's
No,
resistance.
Will is a resistance guy. They're near the tavern. And his... but that game is really, really good. I never finished it, but the Wii graphics made it hard to play at certain points, but it doesn't mean it was a bad game. And I feel like that's kind of what your game is reminding me of to an extent.
Right, and to me, like, I mean, I like the graphics enough. Like, even just like the sprite graphics definitely don't break it for me by any means. And especially, like I actually one of the major pluses in my book is actually like looking at the level of detail that they did put into the two main characters. So
yeah, for sure.
like maybe not necessarily with their face model, but like with their weaponry and their armor or their clothing and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it all looks very cool. And the environmental graphics are outstanding.
Well, that and the battle system seems kind of like this. Like the battle system in this game is pretty unique. Like you don't see it often, and I feel like the battle system in Edge of Eternity so far is super unique. Watching the battles take.
Yeah,
hold.
they blended a lot of things for sure. You've got your like traditional RPG elements, and it's got that kind of that grid movement system. And actually, one of the abilities the main character has does include like a movement-based power. So like he's got one attack where he can move somebody to a different hex.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So there's even that element to it for sure.
The one thing that I really enjoyed watching in that game is, weird as it sounds, is the little puzzles you have to do to open the treasure chest at the ends of those little like things.
Yeah, they look like they're gonna be overly simple, but then like I keep finding myself getting stumped by them. At least for a little while.
You're the one setting fires. You. Enough!
Solid. Alright. It's boss music.
It's
But,
For a regular looking